Hello, level 16. My name is Johnny Lozano, and welcome to this video tutorial about how to add emphasis. When we were speaking today, we're going to do this video tutorial based on the contents of Face-to-Face Upper Intermediate, which belongs to Cambridge University Press. So the first thing that we're going to take into account, this image, by the way, was retrieved from Face-to-Face, is these common patterns that we have for introductory phrases to add emphasis. So we want to use these phrases, these expressions, in order to add emphasis. So we can observe that here we're talking about individual things. For example, the thing, one thing, and what, right? So this is the first part of our sentence. We normally use these expressions when we want to emphasize that when we want to express something strongly, when we want to emphasize that we have a feeling about something. So the first part is, as so we had said, these expressions right here, and then after that I include a subject pronoun, which is normally I, because I'm talking about myself, about the emotions that I have, right, about something. And then after that I use a verb that, for example, like. It could be either negative or affirmative, right? Love, hate, admire are other verbs that I can use. As you can observe here, guys, all these verbs are verbs about feelings, right? Something you like, something you love, something you hate, something or someone you admire, right? After that, we use the preposition about, because we want to refer to something or someone, right? And finally, we use the verb to be is. Why do I use the verb to be is? Because I'm talking about, as we had previously said here, about individual things, right? Oops, sorry about that. Those are some examples that we're gonna get to see in a minute. So let's take a look at the examples that we have here provided by the book. So the thing I don't like about this house is, and then after all these expressions, what we use is a new clause, a new sentence, right? As you can see, there aren't enough places to store things, right? So you can see that this is a whole new sentence, a totally new clause that you're going to add to use to your previously constructed expression. Another example is, one thing I love about you. As you can see, we can use this to talk about people, is, and then again a new sentence. You always laugh at my jokes. What I like about the house is it's cozy. So no matter how long or how complex your sentence is after this expression, you have to include a new clause. You have to include a new sentence with all the elements that it normally has. For example, a subject pronoun, an adverb, a verb, etc. Right? Let's take a look at this example. For instance, the thing I love about soccer, right? Soccer, I put it in red because that is what I'm going to talk about, right? The thing I love about soccer is you can play it whenever you want, right? You see, then again, I'm using a whole new sentence to justify the reason why I love soccer. In this case, because you can play it whenever you want. One thing I hate about concerts is you have to wait for hours in long queues, right? So this is the reason I'm given to say that there is something that I hate about concerts, right? Now, let's take a look at these other expressions. In this case, the verb changes because we are using expressions such as the thing that, one thing that, and what. In this case, these elements are executing the action. That's why we use the third person, because it's present simple, right? So if you were to substitute one of these expressions for a subject pronoun, you would use it, right? So the thing that amazes, right? One thing that annoys, right? All these verbs are used in the third person, or like in a singular verb form, right? As you can see, again, all these verbs expresses emotions, feelings, right? Amazes, annoys, worries, upsets, right? They're all very expressive verbs. And then after that, you have to use the object pronoun me, because it is you are the one, or well, we are the one, or I'm the one who's feeling something about something or someone. right? About, again, because we're talking about something or someone, and then is because we are talking about a singular element. The thing that amazes me about something is blah blah blah. All right. The thing that amazes me about your mother is she still can't read a map, right? You see, that's one example that we observed in the video. One thing that annoys me about you is you never give me time to look at a map, right? What worries me about the lack of storage space is I have to leave all my stuff around everywhere. Let's take a look at this couple of tips that we have down here. We can also say what irritates or bothers me, about which these two verbs are similar in terms of meaning, about something is, and then a whole new clause as we saw in previous examples. All right, finally, I want to share these two examples with you guys. What worries me about the future, in this case, is the shortage of natural resources, right? Then again, in red, I'm using the elements that you can substitute. And finally, the thing that annoys me about my city is there are too many damaged roads, right? You see that we're using here the verb annoys, the verb worries in singular verb form in present simple, and then after that, the reason to justify what you feel about something. All right, I hope you have understood everything, and I hope this video tutorial can help you understand this topic. Bye.